This is all I do. This is all I do. This is all I do.
What's going on, guys? Neil Lawson here, certified No BS fitness professional. Today we're going to talk about sacrifice. Okay, whoa, my shirt's glowing. That's kind of cool. So, sacrifice as it relates to your fitness goals, exactly what you're going to need to sacrifice to get from where you are now to where you want to be, because you are going to have to make sacrifices, guys. That's what, all of these sexy fitness professionals on the internet neglect to tell you, is that this stuff sometimes sucks a little bit. You do have to make sacrifices and do things that you don't want to do in order to be successful. That's just the reality of it. That's the cold, hard truth. But that said, it is all worthwhile once you get there. But you do have to be prepared to sacrifice specifically 3 major things. Okay? We're going to go over all 3 of these today. Number 1, and this is the biggest excuse in the book, guys. If I had $1 for every time I've heard this excuse, I'd still be doing exactly what I'm doing now because I love what I do, but I'd be a much, much wealthier man. This excuse is time, okay? How many times have I heard, I don't have time to go to the gym, or I wish I had time to cook every day and eat healthy. I just don't have time, and that's why I never go to the gym, and that's why I eat out every day, and that's why I'm not where I want to be. Guys, let me stop you right there. If you don't have time, which I'm pretty sure you do, unless you work literally 20-hour shifts, okay, and if you do, you're doing something wrong. You need a new job, okay? But unless you work 20-hour shifts, there is 30 minutes at some point in your day that you could be spending at the gym. That's just the fact. If there isn't, if you honestly don't have the time as your day is laid out currently, then you need to make the time. That's something that you actively have to go out there and do. So if you get up, go to work, come home, eat, go to bed, and there's no time during the day, then guess what? You got to get up earlier, or you got to stay up later, and you've got to fit that in at some point during your day. Take a long lunch and go to the gym, right? You got to make time. So that's number 1. That's sacrifice number 1. In order to get from where you are now to where you want to be, you are going to have to sacrifice some of your time, because this stuff does take a lot of time. That's the nature of it, okay? Number 2, your personal comfort. You are going to have to sacrifice your comfort. And what I mean by that is these workouts and dieting and all this other stuff that goes into achieving your fitness goals is not going to feel comfortable 100% of the time. And a lot of the time it's going to feel very uncomfortable to do these things. All right, going to the gym 5 days a week, lifting heavy weights, doing high intensity interval cardio, this stuff is not comfortable to do. So you need to sacrifice your comfort zone and become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, right? You need to become familiar and okay with being uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable. That's anything worth doing is not going to be comfortable while you're getting there. That's just the truth. If it's comfortable, it's probably not doing much for you. All right? That's point number 2. Point number 3 is instant gratification. And this kind of relates back to point number 1. You have to sacrifice your lust for instant gratification and play the long game, guys, because as I mentioned in point number 1, this stuff takes a lot of time. So you have to sacrifice the instant gratification of eating that big chunk of cheesecake for the delayed gratification of I lost a pound of fat this week, right? You need to sacrifice that instant gratification of sleeping in an extra hour and skipping your workout for I had an awesome workout today and I hit a PR on my squat. You need to sacrifice these things that give you pleasure now so that you can achieve your goals long term. All right, so to review, these are the 3 main things that you're gonna have to be okay with sacrificing if you really wanna get where you wanna be. Number 1 is time. You need to be okay with sacrificing your time or making time for your fitness goals, okay? Point number 2 is comfort. You need to be okay with sacrificing your comfort zone and regularly pushing yourself outside of that comfort zone, because that's just the nature of the beast. That's what comes with the territory when you're pushing yourself in the gym, when you're pushing yourself in terms of nutrition, and you're trying to actually change your body. All right, that's just the name of the game. Point number 3, you need to be okay with sacrificing your instant gratification for things. Delayed gratification is your best friend when it comes to fitness. All right, so instant gratification is, oh, I just ate 3 donuts and they were delicious and now I feel like garbage. Delayed gratification means I stayed on my nutrition for 2 weeks straight and I lost 3 pounds of body fat. That's the delayed gratification that you're really looking for, okay? So if you can be okay and learn to be okay to sacrifice these 3 things, you will be very successful in achieving your fitness goals. But if you're lying to yourself and you're thinking, oh, this doesn't really apply to me, I probably don't need to sacrifice all of these things, you know, maybe 1 out of 3 I can sacrifice that, but man, I really like eating my donuts for breakfast, or man, I really don't want to, you know, lose that extra hour of sleep to go to the gym. No, guys, this is all or nothing. If you can't sacrifice or learn to sacrifice all 3 of these different pieces, you just can't do it. You will not be successful. I'm not saying be perfect right now or be perfect tomorrow even. I'm saying slowly work up to being able to sacrifice all 3 of these things and you will be successful. All right, that's it for today. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Catch you next time.
This is all I do. This is all